Well, hey guys, we're here in the middle of nowhere for another spectacular episode of Abandoned Car Revivals. Today we've got this early 70s, I'm not even sure what year it is yet, Toyota Hilux pickup truck. She's a freebie. She's been out here at Chataway Lake for a number of years, servicing this campground. I don't know when the last time it's been run, but she's been sitting quite a while, so we don't know the state of this thing, but free is free, right? So we're gonna try and get some wind in these 3 flat tires. I might chuck a battery in here, just see if it cranks over. I was told they did run, but who knows how long ago. There's also a Datsun, which is, I would think, in worse shape. It's been schmucked pretty good here. It's also free, but I don't think we're gonna make a second trip for this one, just being how rough it is. These dents look pretty fresh. I think they've just done this, dragging it out of the field where they were sitting. So it's unfortunate because it looks like it was fairly straight. So yeah, got the wife here. We just drove out in the middle of nowhere to come get this thing, and the road's kind of blocked. We had to take the trailer off to get in here. So if this doesn't air up, which this one's off the beat already, I can tell you that. Yeah, she's gonna be tricky to get out of here. So we haven't got much battery on the GoPro, but we'll film as much as we can, and then we'll do a will it run on this probably when we get home. Okay, well, the good news is I hook up the battery and jump the starter, and it cranks and sounds really good. So we're getting wind in the back tires. The front ones don't seem to be taking any air at all. So we're gonna pull her backwards here a little bit so that we can make this corner. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get the wife to sit in there and steer, and we gotta wind around here up past this cabin, and there's kind of a trailer in the road up here. It's gonna be a little tight getting out, but hopefully we can make this happen, because yeah, some really brilliant person decided to park this trailer in the way and all this stuff. That's the main road in, so we can't get through there. But if I make the chain real short and we take this as wide as we can, we might be able to scoot around through there. So let me know, is this gonna be easy, or am I gonna really regret this one? Great job, honey. You did it.
I did it.
That was some weird crunching, grinding noises, but I don't think we hit anything. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll hook our trailer back up, get our winch on, and we'll be back on the road. Well, we made her back home. No major issues. She tracked real nice down the highway. Overall, you know, for free, I guess I'm happy with it. One thing I wanted to point out is it's an automatic, which I've never seen on one of these old mini trucks, and don't know whether that makes it more or less valuable. I definitely prefer a manual, but I found the key buried under all these cigarette butts, heavily corroded, but I got it in there and it turns. So we have a key, which is great. Great news. Definitely originally nice orangey red truck, kind of probably pretty similar to my other one over there. That one is a 1971-72 model year, the previous body style. That's actually the first vehicle I ever revived on my channel. If you flick all the way back to the beginning, you'll find that video. It has the same motor as this one. So yeah, I did notice, looks like a brand new radiator laying up there. We're gonna have to go check that out, as this one is missing a radiator, so hopefully that's one for this truck. Yeah, she frame wise, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We got a nice looking spare. Let's see. Oh, good. That door opens too. Looks like they smoked Black Cat number 7s. We got the mirror. Yeah. Seat belts. Hey, bonus. So she's a little crusty in the floor over here, but the back of the cab looks pretty good there. Yeah, pretty basic in here, a little more spacious than my 71 there. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna put you guys on the chest cam, we're gonna work on this thing, we're gonna find out, will it run, will it drive? It's gonna happen right now. Okay, here we go. You guys gotta let me know what you think of this chest camera angle. I haven't used this thing a whole lot, so I don't know how the angles are. All I did here before I left the campground with this thing is hooked up this battery and jumped the starter wire down there, and it cranked over pretty nice. Actually sounded good, no gallop to it or nothing. Now where's that ground wire? Down here. Yeah, that's the ground. Okay, so but before we go cranking on it here too much, I want to open this filter up, just see how we're looking in here. We want to suck up a bunch of mouse crap. There's a fair bit of it all over the top of the cap here. We'll just dump that over there. Little washer, we don't want to lose that. That's factory. Well, maybe not. Okay, so yeah, looks pretty good. That's still bolted down. Throttle cable is around the back, I think. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Throttle's not stuck. It did just come undone from our gas pedal there, the little rod. Plastic end busted off. So, yeah, we'll just, I'm gonna hook this back on here. This was our solenoid wire. We'll hook our battery back up. and we're gonna go just twirl on a key and just see if that's working, if we get any dash lights or anything. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go, we got a charge light. Cranks with the key. Beauty. Oh, wiper works, that one. No fan. Lights were already on. Oh, we got a horn. There we go. Pop out the dent in the roof. There we go. Okay, well, let's go check our lights just for fun before we get too deep into this. Kind of hard to tell with the sun shining, but nothing on there. Nothing on there. All right. So no headlights to speak of, but that's fine. I mean, it's probably missing some fuses and relays and stuff. Okay, so we'll shut her back off here for the moment. And we'll, I guess, go get my test light. We'll see if we're getting power to our coil. And if so, we'll hook up some fuel to it. I should disconnect this right away, so if there is any fuel in that tank, we don't suck it up. I did pull the dipstick off camera, and it's got oil, a little bit over full, but it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty darn good. And the transmission, she's got stuff in there too. So I'm gonna have to loop these tranny cooler hoses pretty quick, because if it does start, that's gonna make a big mess. So maybe I'll do that, and then I'll bring you back in here once I got the fuel hooked up, and we'll see what happens. Okay, fuel line disconnected. There was some fairly stinky fuel there in the hose already. Yeah, I put a piece of clear hose down here on the trans cooler so I can see if it pumps up. And yeah, I got some gas. We're just gonna dump some down the throat. I'll set you guys up right here so you can tell me what happens when I get in there and twirl on the key. I don't know if we'll be able to get this down the tube to the float bowl. Let's see. We haven't got much. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's good. Let's see what happens. Okay. Nothing yet. I haven't taken the cap off to check the points or nothing. Give her a little more. I just like to try without doing nothing, just to see if we can get lucky when it's kind of a pile of crap like this. Choke is stuck. Oh, that doesn't help us, but here. Okay, so actually looks like a fairly new set of points in here, and we get good spark and contact in there, so there's no reason we shouldn't have spark. So we'll flick that a few times, dump some more fuel in, give her another shot. All right, have another drink. Work that throttle a bit. All right. running. Oh, awesome. That's amazing. I wonder if I can get this throttle cable hooked back up. I'll try that. So we got tranny fluid in this clear hose, so that's working. Let's yeah, you know what? That fuel was old, but let's put that back on there and just see if it'll run off of it. Give her another little drink. Oh yeah, buddy. We got a runner. Here, we'll probably not liking that old fuel, but maybe we'll hit her one more time and then we'll get the boat tank or something. Yeah. About all we got left in there anyways. Okay, we have boat tank installed, running off a separate battery here. All I got to do is turn on the booster pack, and a little clicky clacky takes off. So see what happens here now. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull off this air filter so I can get at that carb and make sure we're getting fuel. Okay. I did work the throttle here and heard some fuel squirting there, so there was something getting in there. I'd sure like to close up this choke. Oh, there we go. That should help us some. So, let's give her the last little bit of drink that we got in there. Turn that back on. Give her another rip. All right. Well, you don't really want to stay running for me, so I'm thinking I gotta take this carburetor apart. I suppose the easy thing to do would be just swap the one on from that truck, since I know it's good. It's been rebuilt and works great, and then we can test drive this thing. So I think I'm gonna do that. All right, carb's off of there, no problem. It's a little tight in there getting some of the bolts, but figure might as well show you guys under the hood of the other mini truck for those of you that have never seen it. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's a little cleaner under the hood of this one. This motor, before I got the truck 3 years previously, before it was crashed and parked, had a rebuilt motor. So this one runs like a top. I drive it all the time. It's my shop truck, and I've been through the carb, rebuilt it. I know it's good. It's not perfect, but we'll whip her off, throw her on there, and I'm sure that truck will fire up and run just fine. All right, so here's the carb off the green truck. Here's the one off my other orange truck. This one, being an automatic, has the extra little nipple here for the kickdown rod, so it looks like I can just swap this piece and that should be all I need to do. We'll slap her on there. There's also this electric fuel shutoff on my other one too, so we'll have to hook that up. This one has a little vacuum pot in that area, so should work fine. All right, I am super confident it's going to work this time. I turned this on. I heard my carburetor fill up. I'm going to put this guy onto here because that's where the other one was. Don't quite want to idle. Maybe we'll open the choke up the rest of the way. She's coming around though. I mean, gosh, she's been sitting probably over 20 years at least. Wonder if I can get her on the high idle lobe manually. Let's see. Should have one. Maybe. Better, I just turn the idle up. There. Give that a whirl. Pretty good little pop. Okay, well, oh, guess I could have left fuel on, that would help. Yeah, we got a runner. Now, let's jack her up, see if we can get some wind in these tires. Got the bead on one side. Oh yeah, it's going right on. There you go. Yeah. Air's leaking out of these tires faster than I can get it in, so I do happen to have two of the original wheels from this truck mounted up. So we're gonna slap those on there. Then we'll take this thing for a rip. Okay, folks, we are at that point. I'm gonna dump some brake fluid in here. This one's already got something in there, so we may even have brakes. The front one here totally dry, but figured I'd fill her up before smashing on the brake pedal. Missing the lids. That's okay. So here's my Nordic Track studded winter tires. That'll do the trick to get us a little test drive around the yard here anyways, see if the tranny works. Ain't much point doing much else unless, you know, you can actually drive it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna back up so I don't have a straight shot into the fence, and then we'll fire up. We might even have a brake pedal. Okay, so I lied about having brakes, but it went backwards. That's the start. Now, let's see if we can do a few loop-de-loops around the yard here. Of course, she's idling a little high since I tweaked the idle there a little too much maybe. But oops, turn that back off. We made a couple loops of the yard. No problem. The fender's rubbing here. I think the tires are a little big maybe, or it's bent. There. Oh, that'll fix it. Yep. Nope. Yep. Anyway, she's not quite at a state where I want to take her down the road, but we got a running and driving truck with an hour or two of minor tinkering. So from here on out, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I know there was a nice blue one on Marketplace for cheap. I have to check if it has a good windshield because we're not going nowhere with this. And yeah, maybe we can get a good running truck if I get that one and make one good one out of two. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. A lot of you really like that Firebird video. I've done a little more on that. She's running a little better. We've been to town a couple times with it. Let me know if you want to see some more content with that old girl. Still not sure. I don't know what the plan is. Most of these cars I'll probably end up selling them. Well, that's gonna wrap up this little one, guys. Quick little will it run. I might tinker on this a little more and get her good enough to hit the highway. If you guys would like to see that, please like, subscribe, and tell me in the comment section. We'll see you guys on the next one.